Hang on, people. Wow. Just when I thought the Catholic Church couldn't get any dirtier or sleazier or freaking... A priest called the cops on this woman who is pregnant holding a baby in the back of the church, practicing 6 feet distancing. She didn't have a mask on, and the priest told her if she didn't put a mask on, he was going to call the cops and have her removed. And he calls the cops, and the cops come and remove her. Are you freaking kidding me? Look, you idiots, and I'm calling you idiots because anybody's still supporting the Catholic Church as much as they're a child molesting sex ring of hiding priest and giving them that. Anybody that's still supporting the church is an idiot anyway. But now you have the church kicking out someone coming to pray because they didn't have a mask on. I mean, to me, this is... and the cops show up and go, well, the church is a business. These idiots, this guy, whoever he is, Dr. So-and-so, he says, no, the church isn't a business. It belongs to God. Well, that's because you're an idiot. The church is a huge business. And if the church tries to tell the Vatican that they don't have their money or their percentage, that church is gone or that priest is gone. So don't tell me it ain't about a business. But idiots keep giving money to them, so whatever. Here we go.
Of course, Deirdre, what's happening here? We see a police officer. They're coming in.
I was attending the 5 p.m. Mass at a local parish, Holy Trinity, here in Dallas on Oak Lawn. And in the middle of Mass, the priest...
and if you remember, in the big scandal of child molesting priest, Dallas was a big issue in that case. Dallas churches. But anyway, I digress.
Pastor Father Ryan approached me to notify me that if I did not comply with the Mass, that he was going to call the police to have me arrested, which he did so. So
the pastor says, he actually said he's going to...
This guy keeps interrupting her and won't let her talk. I wish he'd just let her talk and play the video, but he won't shut up. He's trying to promote some book. I'm not even showing the book because it's pain. I don't know who this guy is. Anyway.
Going to call the police. So this was unbelievable. So show up.
The police showed up upon my return from Holy Communion. Okay. There were 3 police officers at my chair waiting for me. And
unbelievable. Okay, so let's run the clip. This is Deidre.
Okay, sir, please back up. Please back up.
Oh, look, she has a pink phone and pink handcuffs. How cute.
I'm going to put you in handcuffs if you don't stand up.
So she's in church, they're singing, she just got Holy Communion, and you have this face in your face. I'm going to put you in handcuffs. Ain't America great? Freedom of religion. You got to love it.
Am I getting arrested?
No, not right now. But if you don't listen, you will be.
And what would be the reason?
So
I'm going to put you in handcuffs, but you're not getting arrested right now. Really?
I can pause here, Deirdre. She says, I'm going to put you in handcuffs.
Correct.
Is that right? I mean, that's crazy. Are you like kneeling down here? I mean, what's going on?
I am kneeling. I just received communion. I was holding my 1-year-old baby, and I still have the Eucharist on my tongue, actually. So when I saw the police officers standing at my chair, they hadn't said anything quite yet, so I immediately just kind of knelt as quickly as I could. That was my priority, and
of course,
you're a Catholic.
I
was trying to focus on what was most important and kind of leave the drama behind. But of course, within seconds, she actually grabs my arm in the middle of my prayer and tries to lift me up and yank me up. So
okay, let's watch that here. Let me resume where we were.
For criminally trespass, they don't want y'all here.
What's the crime?
The business, the church, does not want y'all here because you're...
So she's saying, you say, what's the crime? And she says, the church does not want you here.
Yes, she also says trespassing.
Okay, so she says you're trespassing. Let's.
Because I am trespassing by attending Mass, correct?
I bet you no church wants you trespassed if you're giving them money. Who thinks if somebody's coming there without a mask to give money, they'll trespass them? Raise your hand. Well, that's because you're an idiot.
Unbelievable. Deirdre, let's keep running this here.
Not to follow the rules.
It's not a law.
Oh, look at the pink handcuffs. Rick, she's a good police officer. She has pink handcuffs. All right, whatever.
Please leave now.
It's not a law. I'm not breaking a law.
Yes, it is. This is a
I'm not
business,
breaking
ma'am.
a crime.
Please,
It's a
let's go. Let's
business.
just go. Come on, come on. Let's
It's
go.
a business. If they
We've
do
already,
not want you
this is
here.
already out of hand. Let's just go.
I was a Dallas Police Explorer when I was a kid at 16 or 17. And I think green means Northwest Substation. It did when I was there, I think. I don't know if that still means that. The different color tabs is where you're assigned, but shit, that's was so many years ago. Ain't no damn telling what they mean now.
So you're saying I'm not breaking times. It's a business.
Yes, correct. She continued to say that after we stepped outside as well.
You know, Deirdre, I've been reading the Gospels lately, getting ready for this. Church is not a business device. Learning the Word of God, receiving the sacraments. I mean, this is completely ridiculous. And I guess the priest.
So this guy's saying church isn't a business. Really? Okay, tell the Vatican that when they charge everybody Vic.
Priest is back up on the altar here.
So this actually was the main pastor who called the police on me, but the assistant priest was giving the mass, celebrating.
I see. Okay, I'm going to continue to run it.
It's a business. If they
We've
do
already,
not want you
this is
here.
already
It's a
out of hand.
business.
Let's just go. It's not worth it.
I'm not leaving.
It's not worth it. We've already. I want the children. They're not to come back. That's all right.
Officer has pink handcuffs and a ponytail for suspects to grab.
No, I'm at church.
You have a picture of ID? Any ID? Yeah, we got it.
Oh, wait, what's your last name?
Hairston.
Spell it. Actually,
So, Deirdre, they're saying, first of all, she says she's going to put handcuffs on you.
Asked me for my ID. The usher himself took it upon himself to run to my car and take pictures of my license plate. They write me up a ticket for trespassing. He's yelling in the background, write her up, write her up. Honestly,
The usher.
The usher.
Shame.
And he's almost kind of reminding me of, not to flatter myself, but like crucify her, crucify
Right.
her. I mean, they were just going for the jugular at that point. We had complied, we had left. As I said, at this point of the Mass, it was a communion had been distributed. It's towards the end of Mass. And I was socially distanced, and it really just proves
You
the
have a
point.
baby.
I have a baby in my arms. It just proves all the more that this is all a political statement, and it's about complying
Right.
and agreeing. It's not about health, and that
And
was made
and what's
very-
sad is that it's the pastor.
Usher.
Yeah, the
Usher.
pastor of the film here.
I'm in church
I
praying.
understand.
You don't understand.
So I gave
The
you
business
my
called.
handgun
I'm not
license.
just here on my own free will. The business called because they asked y'all to.
So they send 3 police officers because Dallas, there's no crime. There's nothing else for them to do. They got to run to the church to remove some woman with a baby who's pregnant for a mask. And your tax dollars at work.
Wear
Crazy.
your mask,
Yeah.
and you're not wearing
It's
it.
not required.
It is by the church.
It's
It is-
not.
Yes, it is.
The bishop has not required.
Okay, so this woman is arguing that the bishop hasn't required it, therefore the church can't require it. It's kind of like saying the state can't require something because the federal government doesn't. Look, who's ever got care, custody, and control of a building, that means they have the ability to trespass you. So any of their agents or any agent of the Catholic Church, whether it's a bishop from your area or another area, can come in there and go, I'm part of the church. This church belongs to the church. I'm a representative of the church, and I want you to leave. And if you don't leave, you're trespassing, period. So as soon as they told her to leave, by law, she was trespassing. I think it's ironic that a church that wants you to come give them money suddenly wants you to leave because you won't wear a mask, even though you're socially distancing, because they're so brainwashed and programmed. It's just crazy. But you know what? I'm sure the priest and the Catholic Church like the mask requirement because it makes it harder for the kids they're molesting to ID them. Rick, you can't say that. Well, I just did.
Then he has. I
That
don't know
one
what you're
man. You are not
talking about.
allowed.
He's a representative of the business, and he doesn't want you
This
here
isn't a
without mask.
business. It's a church.
No, it's the same thing.
It's
owned
not.
by somebody. Yes, that's how it works. Somebody owns this.
Somebody owns the church. You know who owns it, Deirdre? Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Dude, Jesus Christ doesn't own that church. Are you kidding me? Is Jesus Christ paying the rent and the bills? Is he collecting the money? Really? This dude just...
Not. This is the dangerous.
Correct.
Once we lose,
This is a sanctuary. This is a place
Right.
of worship. This isn't a business.
Which I find funny. She used the word sanctuary. The Catholic Church will allow illegals to come in and claim sanctuary so you can't arrest them. But a woman that comes in with her baby to pray because she doesn't have a mask, we'll have her arrested. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, is this bizarro? You freaking Catholics who are always attacking me saying, Rick, you were Catholic. Why did you turn on the church? Because I woke up. It's a freaking money business, child molesting sex ring that has nothing to do with getting closer to God. It has to do with money and controlling idiots and to get idiots to give them money. Rick, you're just picking on the Catholic Church. Whatever.
Business. And I believe actually that the church itself, if I did my research after the fact, is owned, even though it's run by Vincentians, by the bishop. So only
Correct.
he himself could have technically.
Yeah.
She's incorrect. Just because the bishop owns it doesn't mean only he can trespass you. The person at 7-Eleven that works behind the counter can tell you to get out and you are trespassing because he is an agent of the owner. He is not the owner of the 7-Eleven.
Accused me of
Yeah,
trespassing.
he has the ordinary jurisdiction over that. So yeah, he would have to call the trespass.
See, this guy don't know what he's talking about either. But whatever. I mean, look, that's why I'm doing a video. By the way, this video is used on the Fair Use Act for critique and education purposes.
And I can't believe, did you actually get a ticket for trespassing?
Yes, I'm never allowed back on the property again. Or
Oh, not only did they trespass her, they banned her from the... So, man, I hope this woman, if she has ever given anybody to this church, feels like a damn fool. And all you idiots giving money to the Catholic Church know that if you piss off the priest without your mask, he will boot your ass out for life. And I think if she's barred from this Catholic Church because it was a Catholic priest, it's kind of like Walmart. When Walmart bans you, you can't go to any Walmart. I don't think she can go to any Catholic church. That's funny.
I will be.
And is there
arrested.
a fine?
There was no fine.
Okay.
Not to say that there
Basically, they gave her a notice of trespassing and telling her if you come back, you'll be arrested.
wouldn't have been had I stuck around, a
Right.
minute longer.
So if you go back to that church, you're going to be arrested. That's what's up.
Correct.
I don't think she can go to any Catholic church by law. If another Catholic church sees this and sees her, I think they can say you were trespassed at one church, you're trespassing here.
No.
They made that very clear. Yes.
Okay, let's run a little bit more of this clip. I'm going to resume.
And
It's
from
not a
our
law by the
understanding-
diocese.
Real quick,
Yeah,
real quick.
go ahead. That somebody
Real
is
quick.
requiring it, right? Is that what you're saying?
There are 3 police officers.
Now look, in the cops' defense, and I usually don't defend cops doing bad shit, they were dispatched. It was a trespassing call. It was a criminal act if you didn't leave. Therefore, they enforced the law. They did what they had to do. They warned her, and they went on their business. So, look, cops don't want to deal with, believe me, all these cops would rather be eating their donut somewhere than dealing with this bullshit. They got dispatched there, and they went there. So, in their defense, I know people don't like to use this term, they were only doing their job. I know, I'm going to get hate for that
There's
comment.
no law that is within the church, which is that building right there, the Diocese of Dallas, right? They have the jurisdiction as bishop.
Okay.
And he recently sent us a text, everyone got it, he's got a deal online, a mandate, but the mandate says it is not required, it's expected. So
Okay.
there's no language in there, and
Okay.
so really I think what the problem was,
Doesn't matter what the language is. See, I mean, that's the problem. This guy wants to go through all this justification. And to be honest, I don't give a shit what the language is. You were asked to leave. You were told to leave. You were trespassed by an agent, owner, caretaker of the building, and you refused to leave. Therefore, it falls under trespassing. I don't give a shit as a cop or anybody else who said what, who's on first, what's on second, if and buts and coconuts. I don't care. Somebody that represents that building told you to leave and you're trespassing.
is our priest was verbally abusing my wife.
Okay.
And I'm like, dude, she's pregnant. Like,
Uh-huh.
the reason why, I mean, at the end of the day, the reason why when Deirdre puts this mask on, the baby just goes like this. It just goes like this. And it's like, she is 6 weeks pregnant, and don't do that to my wife. Let's just all calm down. Just, everyone calm down.
Yeah.
And so, my wife,
Well,
I think,
maybe whoever sent the text, maybe that's something you take up with them. Say we
yeah.
Does that guy have a purse?
said it wasn't required.
No.
We came.
That looks like a purse. Rick, it's not a purse. It's a man purse. Okay, like a man bun. I got it.
But as far as anytime a represent, and I'm gonna call it a business because somebody owns it. That's just how we look at it. It's a structure that somebody owns.
Yeah.
Anytime a representative of this structure doesn't want somebody, I mean,
Thank you.
unfortunately, it can be because you're not, I mean, it's the same thing, no shoes, no shirt, no service, right?
Sure.
The business requires that you wear these things, that you do these things. The mask is just like the reason why you have to
But this
wear
is a
it.
501c3, not an LLC or a
Good
C4
point by your
or
husband
anything.
right there.
Has nothing to do with it. I don't care if it's a 5014 14C-63021. It doesn't matter. The representative of the building told you to leave and you didn't leave. Anybody can trespass you, friend. I can trespass the postman if he comes up here and I go, get off my property. He goes, no, I don't have to leave. I'm the postman. I can have him charged with trespassing. He has to leave with notice. It's your property. Those are called property rights.
From our understanding of
501c3.
all that works, it's like, look, man, we're sitting in the back of the church, the baby's, I'm sitting right, go Kobe, by the way, rest in peace. I mean, I'm sitting here, we're being calm and cool.
I'm surprised they're not saying, can we hold hands and say a prayer and it'll make us all go away? Okay. Somebody's going to be saying, well, maybe Jesus didn't want her in church. Maybe he wanted her out. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, this is what's crazy about this, Deirdre, is that it's pastors are causing.
I just want to see the tape,
seen this.
and I want to hear
Correct.
her.
The farthest socially distanced back right feet.
And point.
I had to step out
Right.
for the sake of my child.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if there's more video.
But
Correct.
I mean, everybody
you
gets
got the mask
gist.
on.
I just, my biggest beef is with the Catholic Church and the priests that call the cops. But you know what? That is the world we live in. And if you mess with the Catholic Church and their ability to get money, see, I'm sure the Catholic priest went, you know what? I got to look at this financially. If I have people not coming in because this woman won't wear a mask, I could probably get 5 other people to come in, and I have to lose money from 5 people that may not want to come in because she doesn't get a mask, or I can kick her out. I'll kick her out, and I think in the end I'll have 5 other idiots that give me money, so her money, I'll make money by kicking her out because I'll get 5 other idiots that come in with a mask and give me money. I think that was the priest's thought process, being a former Catholic. All right, we'll end it there. Y'all have a good one.